How would you describe Jeffrey as a youngster when you were growing up?
Excuse me, doctor, if you don't mind. We don't know, we don't relate to Jeffrey.
Okay, Jeff.
He's Jeff.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let me ask you some things that, and I think these are right and accurate from your book. I understand that hindsight is 20/20, so I'm sure that these things will look different now. But Jeff was fascinated with a rotting animal carcass under the house and played with the bones and referred to them as fiddlesticks.
It was a terrible smell, so I went underneath and cleaned it out, the smell of the skunk, and cleaned out whatever else was under, cans and bones, and collected them all. And Jeff did seem to exhibit an interest in the way they clanked as he picked them up and put them back into the metal pail. He just laughed at it, the sound of it, and that was it.
It was said that he had even impaled a dog's head on a stick. And this, again, is something you only learned about in trial.
The trial. I asked him about that, and he said that it was back in the woods, 2 neighbors away from us. I saw a picture of it.
So he admitted that that was true.
He said he found this dog. I don't know if it's really true, to be honest with you, but he told me that he found this dog that he decapitated and put on a stake.
And do you believe that there were warning signs that as a father you should have seen? If your kid is going around collecting dead animals, cutting them open and exploring them and that sort of thing, how do you not know that?
Well, as I said, it's heavily wooded, very rough terrain, and there are a lot of hiding places. He was extremely secretive and devious.
I wanted to stop him so badly that after I got home, he showed up at my house, but I ran from him. Now, I think that was in '81, around Thanksgiving. And, you know, I ran from him again. And then I had something in my head. So I called his father and asked if he was there. I was going to take my mother's car and drive up there and take care of the problem in Ohio. That's what I was going to do. I didn't do it, but that's how I had planned it in my head. And, you know, Jeff was a Jekyll Hyde kind of guy. When he attacked, he never said a word. You know, it was unexpected. It was so fast, within a millisecond, you know. And it just, you know, it just needed to, I felt after what he did to me personally, that I was going to collect that debt. I wanted him dead.
Dr. Phil, my take on it is Mr. Dahmer has his culpability in it, because not saying that uneducated people are any less inclined, but he's a physicist. Mm-hmm. He's educated. And so to piggyback off what Billy said, you don't encourage your child to you know, dissect. I mean, it's different if you're in school and it's a group thing and you're doing a frog. We're talking about dogs. We're talking about roadkill. You know, I told you, I've actually called Lionel Dahmer after I realized what happened to me shortly thereafter. And I said, I'd like to talk to you, because I wanted to try to get a perspective of, you know, what went on with Jeff. How could you not know what took place with him? And he blew me off. Well, I don't think we need to talk. And he hung up on me.
He may have been educated, but he was incredibly naive. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.